Happy Friday and welcome to a Trinity Family 5-Minute Friday. I'm Andrew Weens. This is Bree Weens and we are a Trinity family.
We're here building on our Building Foundation series where we're talking about family unity this week and talking about the truths about men and women and how we can build unity today when we don't have as patriarchal of a society where the man is the head of the household and running the show. So,
looking at history, I've been studying families a lot lately. Big name families, just trying to dig into the history of family. And all throughout history, obviously, you have, as she says, this patriarchal society. But one of the gifts that society and that family structure had for us is this idea of legacy and very clear identity as families. If you even just look at American families, big American families, and you start with the Adams family. You got the John Adams, John Quincy, our second and sixth presidents. We've got the Roosevelt family, Kennedy family. All these families, one thing that they have in common is this very clear, they have coat of arms, they have family mottos, and this kind of sense of, okay, you're born into this family, you are a Roosevelt. And that means something. And from day one, we're communicating to you what it means to be a Roosevelt. And in our current family culture, something we've really lost. And I think we need to reclaim. So that's really what we're going to just expound upon today is how can we do that? How can we give our families that identity piece and that legacy, feeling of legacy to build family unity?
because we're in a really great age where we can both come together and bring ourselves to this new name, even if it is an old name, but it also is challenging because we want to give a place of belonging for our children, for ourselves, because if they don't find it in the homes, they're going to find it somewhere else. And if we don't do it on purpose, it could just become an activity that everyone's involved in, or except for that maybe like one who doesn't like it, and so then that gets tricky. So how are we going to build this family unity? Can you give us some vision, Andrew?
Yeah, I think it comes down to, a big piece of this, I think, is our half of our organization, which we call an entrepreneurial family. And it's this concept of viewing family building and family leadership, parenting, as a business and taking it with that level of seriousness. And then when you talk about in the business world, and you think about two companies coming together, a buyout kind of a situation. One scenario is kind of a hostile takeover, and that's the patriarchal system of old. It's I'm the man, my name's Roosevelt, you're going to be my wife, here's what we're going to do. Easy to find unity to some degree there because everything's about the one person. Another model, you drive around and you see an A&W and a KFC occupying the same space. They still are doing very different food, but they're just benefiting from each other, sharing rent, etc. Kind of this cohabitation model of business. And I think that's really where we've landed currently in the 21st century with the changes that have happened with the feminist movement and just redefining family. We've kind of landed in this place where, we share space, but I'm kind of doing my thing, you're kind of doing your thing, and we benefit where we can, but we're not really on the same page. And we want to change that and create this place where we can come together and re-envision a merger, a genuine merger, where before we had KFC, now we have A&W, and now we're called AFC, like I said. We're going to change our name, we're changing our product, and we actually have a unified vision because we've come together and we've kind of picked the best of both worlds and we know where we're going. And so that's really our vision for family. And doing that as a couple, and man and woman coming together to define that for their home.
Yeah, and I think tools, a place to start is to define a why, to create a vision, to create a mission together. And this isn't going to be a one-night discussion or even a 1 month. It's going to be developing and unfolding and molding, but it can start somewhere. And so to start that conversation or continue that conversation, and then how are you going to get there? Not necessarily your step by step because that's a lot of steps, but how am I going to handle myself and how are we going to handle ourselves as we get there? We're going to handle ourselves honestly. We're going to handle ourselves generously. And so this month I would pick one of those words, those core values that you choose together and invest into it.
Yeah.
Grow in that. And you can do that by investing your time, your energy, and your money. Put some resources towards it. So like we have generosity as one way we're going to get where we're going. And so we like to put some money towards being extra generous towards people we meet. Or and then we have this passport and we notice people and they get stickers and we get a prize. So find creative ways to grow yourselves and your family in how you are going to grow and how you are accomplishing your why. And have fun with it.
Have fun defining it. Happy Friday to you. Go be an entrepreneurial family of the 21st century. Bye.
Bye.